I want to share a story of a young girl named Ada who lived in a quiet village. She said she cannot marry a poor farmer. Ada was known all over the village not just for her beauty, but for her strong words. She was the kind of girl who knew what she wanted and was not afraid to say it. Every morning, she would join other women at the stream, laughing and talking. But one thing she always made clear to anyone who cared to listen was this: I cannot marry a poor farmer. My husband must be rich. I cannot suffer in this village. People would laugh, some would agree, others would shake their heads quietly. But other didn't care. So, in that same village, there lived a young man named Daniel. Daniel was a farmer. Not just any farmer. He was hawking and very hard-working man, humble and deeply respectful. From morning till evening, he would be on his farm, planting, harvesting, and doing his best to survive. And later on, he will hawk along the road to make earnings. He was not rich. He had no fine clothes, no motorcycle, but he had something rare, a good heart. Then I had been watching Ada for a long time. He admired her, not just for her beauty, but for her strength. And in his quiet heart, he believed one thing: if she gives me a chance, I will make her proud someday. So one evening, as the sun was setting and the village was growing calm, Daniel gathered courage. He met Ada near the path that led to the stream. His voice was soft, but his words were sincere. Ada, I know I am just a farmer today, but I am hardworking and I fear God. I truly want to build a future with you. Please give me a chance. Ada looked at him from head to toe. Then she laughed. Not a soft laugh, but the kind that made people turn. You? Marry you? A poor farmer? Daniel, please don't joke with me. Her voice became louder, sharper. I said it before, and I will say it again. I cannot marry a poor farmer. Some people nearby heard it. The words spread like fire. And from that day, the whole village knew Ada rejected Daniel openly. So, Daniel stood there for a moment. The embarrassment, the pain, the silence. But he didn't argue. He didn't insult her back. He simply nodded and said, "It's okay, Ada. May life give you what you are looking for." And that was the last time the village saw him for a long while. Seasons came and went. Ada continued her life. Still confident, still waiting for a rich man to come and take her away from the village. But no one came. Meanwhile, Daniel had left quietly. No noise, no announcement, just gone. One hot afternoon, something unusual happened. A big, shiny car drove into the village. Children began to run after it, shouting. Men stood up. Women peeped from their compounds. Cars like that didn't enter the village for nothing. The car stopped in the village square, and then a man stepped out. Clean, confident, well-dressed. Behold, it was Daniel. The same Daniel, the poor farmer. But now everything had changed. People could not believe their eyes. Is that not Daniel? The same boy Ada insulted. What is happening? The whole village gathered. And then came the biggest shock of all. A beautiful, calm woman stepped out of the car and stood beside him. His wife. Ada stood at a distance, frozen. Her heart was beating fast. Her ears couldn't believe what she has heard. Her eyes could not leave him. This was the same man she once laughed at, the same man she said she could never marry. Now he had become everything she ever prayed for, but not for her. That night, Ada sat alone in her room. No laughter, no pride, just silence. For the first time, her words echoed back to her. I cannot marry a poor farmer. Tears rolled down her cheeks, because now she understood something too late. The man she called poor farmer was her missing blessing. From that day on, the story spread across the village, not as gossip, but as a lesson. Because sometimes, what looks small today is what God is preparing for greatness tomorrow. From that day, Ada started talking to herself, and she said, I will never make a wrong decision again. I will never underrate any human being again. I will never make a statement that will mar my future again. You that is listening to this story, be careful what you reject because of today. That poor farmer, that simple person, may be the very answer to your prayers. And if pride blinds you, what will bless you tomorrow may pass you by today. If you find this story interesting and knowledgeable enough, please subscribe to this channel, share this video, comment, and give your review for more interesting video. Thank you.